Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is definitely it. Question is, how far do we go? We know we go 7 innings. Central Alabama and Bishop State. Bishop State dominating in the opening game today, forcing the if. And on virtue of a coin toss, they have flipped from the standpoint of home and away. Bishop State is the home team in this one, and Central Alabama is the visiting squad. Kingsley Higdon leading it off for Central Alabama. McKinley Allen, the two-hitter. Morgan Brewer batting third. Cannon Wells is the four-hitter. And a strikeout of Higdon to begin the ball game. Morgan Spear fifth, Grayson Tucker sixth. Seven-hitter is Brooklyn Cochran. Morgan Phillips hitting eighth, and Gracie Mills ninth for Central Alabama as McKinley Allen makes her way to the plate. Brianna McCleary tossing the balls and strikes for the Wildcats. Behind the plate is Brooke Tillman. Kaylee Weaver at first, second baseman Kaylee Keene. And short Harmony Stafford and the third baseman Mallory Roth. Got an outfield of Emma Wilson in left, Jessica Farrer in center field, and the right fielder is Cameron Lawson. A little bit outside with a pitch, 1-2. Opening game, 15 Bishop State hits, 11 Wildcat runs, limiting the Trojans to 4 hits and a single run. And Central Alabama suffering their first loss since the 1st of March after winning 34 in a row. And now it's down to a game that won't have a mercy rule. We will go 7 no matter what. Morgan Brewer on deck. That is lifted in the direction of left center field and will one hop into the mid of Emma Wilson. One out single with a base runner on. And Morgan Brewer coming to the plate. Cannon Wells moving to the on-deck circle. And now you're looking at a couple of teams that are meeting one another for the 6th time this year. Trojans won 5 straight. Bishop State won the one to get us here, and here's the most significant of the 6. Fouled away by Brewer. Cannon Wells on deck. A runner aboard here in the top of the first. That one sent foul. I got to admit, when Bishop State won the coin toss, I thought they might, just based on superstition, go ahead and be the visiting team again, because they were the visitors when they racked up the 15 hits in the first game today. They were the visitors last night when they racked up 14 hits. But maybe Coach Meadows isn't as superstitious as some, and decided on the win of the coin toss to be home. Count even at 2 on Brewer. Two offering. That will get Brewer. She'll go down to first as a hit batsman. Allen will move to second. And a couple of runners in scoring position for the Trojans. Cannon Wells coming to the plate. High and away with a pitch to Wells. It wasn't necessarily a shock. I mean, you're in the championship game of the ACCC Division II softball tournament. So it's not a shock when one team beats the other, but it was how badly Bishop State knocked off the Trojans by 10 in 5 innings, forcing the mercy rule. And Coach Madden is going out to have a conversation with starting pitcher McCleary after giving up the single and then hitting Brewer on a 2-strike count after striking out Higdon. Conversation over, back into the circle, McCleary. At first, Brewer, at second, Allen. Upstairs with the offering to Wales. Man is 3 pitches missing. And the count runs to 3-0 on Wales. And McCleary is a pitch outside of the strike zone away from loading it up. And she will. A 4-pitch walk to Wales. Bases full for Morgan Spear. Grayson Tucker is on deck. Morgan Spear, 44 RBIs. Trojans with 7 hitters that had more than 30 RBIs on the year. Spear was at 40 plus and one of 4 Trojans with more than 40. That is dropped into right field on the one-hop hit is grabbed by Lawson. 1 run will come in to score. Trojans kind of had to hang around the bag waiting to see if Lawson was going to make the catch. It'll drop in and Spear drives in Allen. And it is Central Alabama taking the lead here in the top of the first. Still got the bases loaded for Grayson Tucker. 287 hitter, 4 home runs, 36 RBIs. Does lead the team in a category that she might rather not, and that's strikeouts, 33 on the year. Has a couple of strikes here, 1 away with the bases full and 1 in. Strikeout number 34 for Tucker. Second one of the game from McCleary. On the outside part of the plate with a pitch to Cochran. Cochran hitting .391 on a .330 hitting Central Alabama team. In low with a pitch and the count evens. One offering. It is just a little bit outside. Morgan Phillips to the on-deck circle. Countyman's up at 2. Cochran, 151 plate appearances. Outside with a pitch, 15 extra base hits. And we were talking about the 33 for a predecessor Tucker, as in K's. Cochran's got 33 walks. Coming over from short to make the catch is Harmony Stafford. 1 run will plate. Trojans leave it loaded as we head to the bottom of the first. One pitch into the bottom of the first. It is ground to third, and Wells will send it to first. Stafford out number 1. Harmony Stafford batting first. Jessica Farmer is the 2-hitter. Cameron Lawson in the 3 spot. 4-hitter Kaylee Weaver. Brooke Tillman batting 5th. Tanner Dukes is the 6-hitter. 2 quick outs. Ground out to Wells at third, a pair of 5-3s. Kaylee King in the 7 spot. 8-hitter Emma Wilson. Mallory Roth is batting 9th. Caden Tarvin is pitching for Central Alabama. Behind the plate, Kingsley Hickman. First baseman Morgan Spear. At second, Brooklyn Cochran. Short, Gracie Mills, and at third, Cannon Wells. Left field, McKinley Allen. Center field, Morgan Brewer, and the right fielder is Morgan Phillips. Two gone for Cameron Lawson. Kaylee Weaver on deck. When you get to the top of the second, Central Alabama has 8, 9, and 1. Phillips, Mills, and Higdon coming to the plate. That is dropped into right field, just inside of the chalk. Over to retrieve quickly is Phillips, but Lawson on with a 2-out single. Tying run aboard, 2 gone. Kaylee Weaver to the plate. Brooke Tillman to the on-deck circle. Strike 1 to Weaver. Well, we've got our baseball underway today as well. Gadsden State and Coastal Alabama South playing in Bay Minette. David Haney on the call there, as that is fouled off of Weaver. The game originally slated for Saturday, moved to noon today, and now 2 o'clock because of the rain that fell overnight, trying to give that turf a little more time to dry out in Bay Minette. Not much, but a little bit outside. 1-2 on Weaver. Low and away with the pitch. You can see the reaction on the prior call ball from Morgan Brewer, the center fielder, shaking her head. She's got a pretty good view from center field. Didn't like the call. Wrapped to second, backing up to field is Cochran. Goes to first. Weaver out on the 4-3. One runner stranded. Nobody scores. One in the books. And the Trojans by 1.
University of Alabama Online, where legends log in. A tradition of excellence. Choose from over 100 affordable degree and certificate programs that fit your budget and schedule. Earn the same degree as you would on campus, with the same affordable tuition rate for every state. UA Online. Advance your career and change your life. Get started today at online.ua.edu.
Top of the second, 8-hitter Morgan Phillips starting it off. Gracie Mills, Kingsley Higdon due up in the inning too. Bishop State gets a 2-out base hit from Lawson, but she's left on, and we have played one in Central Alabama by 1. On the outside part of the plate to Phillips. Brianna McCleary, 78 innings worked in the regular season, went 7-3. Also had a couple of saves. She came in as a reliever into 17 games this year. When starting, 5 complete games, 73 hits given up, 52 runs, 35 earned, 54 walks, 82 strikeouts. Hit to the right side and out of play. Four home runs allowed, an ERA of 3.14. That is floated in the direction of left field and was going to be a tough catch for Harmony Stafford, and Stafford can't reach it. Phillips on with a single to begin the second. Gracie Mills with a runner on. That is the third hit of the game for the Trojans. First pitch low to Mills. Top of the order, Kingsley Higdon on deck. We saw Gracie Mills do that a lot in the first game. With the pitch, kind of walks away. Almost looks like, as I mentioned, she had called timeout. Does the same thing again as the count goes to 2-1. Punt laid down. It is barehanded by McCleary. Goes to first and gets the out. If McCleary does anything but barehanded throw, Mills is also on. Field with a mitt, probably don't get Mills. but played perfectly by McCleary. But Mills, too, though, doing her job, has Phillips to second. Back to the top of the order, Kingsley Higdon, who struck out in the first, to the plate. Swing and a miss by Higdon. I wonder if there is any kinship. My maternal grandfather was a Higdon. Punted down the line, charging into field Roth. Won't make a throw punt, single and 2 on. Runners on the corners, McKinley Allen to the plate. Allen with a single in the first came in and scored the lone run of the ball game, was driven in by Morgan Spear. Inside with a pitch to Allen. One ball, no strikes. That got the outside part of the plate. Major League Baseball. Cards lead the Mets 6-3, bottom of the 6th in game 1 of a doubleheader. Royals and Orioles tied at 4 as that is lifted high into the air towards left. Not particularly deep, but still trying to come home is Phillips, and she will. Allen with a sacrifice fly that drives in a run. Meanwhile, Higdon tagged up as well and takes second. So a productive out by Allen, driving in the run. Morgan Brewer coming to the plate. That Royals-Orioles game tied at 4 in the 5th. Twins down by 2 to the Red Sox, 3-1, top of the 6th. Top of 6, Padres 4-zip over the Pirates. Top of the 4th, the Rays-Yankees game back underway. It had been stopped because of rain, but now in the top of the 4th, and the Rays by 5. Bottom of the 5th, Guardians lead the Blue Jays 4-3. A's and Marlins tied at 2 in the top of the 6th. That'll find its way into right field for Brewer. Higdon coming in, and the Trojans by 3. Cannon Wells to the plate. Morgan Spear to the on-deck circle. High and away with the pitch to Wells. Diamondbacks 6-1 over the Phillies, top of the 4th. No score, Cubs and Brewers in the bottom of 4. Astros leading the White Sox 2-zip, end of 3. Top of the 3rd, Mariners and Rangers scoreless. Cannon Wells with a Walker Pryor at bat. Off to second is Brewer. In with the stolen base. So Cannon Wells now with 2 gone with an RBI chance. Morgan Spear on deck. High and away with the McCleary pitch. Tillman, Dukes, and King when you get to the bottom of the second. Count is full on Wells. 61 RBIs this year. Sticking that one foul between she and Brewer. Let's see, my math skills are limited. 139 runs. Driven in by the two. Another payoff pitch and another pitch fouled away. Wells walked, got the second and the first, left there as part of a bases left loaded situation. Swing, missed, out goes Wells. That is K, number 3 for McCleary. Out number 3 in the top of the second. But 2 runs plate, 1 stranded as we head to the home half of the second.
You've played some travel ball, you've shared the videos. Mom and Dad can only root so much. It's time to get real interest from the colleges and scouts in your area, right where you live. That's why the Showcase Series is different. We're not just another tournament, we're an advancement event where you get real-time exposure with live TV coverage of our games that get you seen directly by the coaches you want to impress from anywhere in the world. Register for events at showcaseseries.org. It's your turn at bat.
Mid part of the order in the bottom of the second. Brooke Tillman starts it. Tanner Dukes and Kaylee King due up in the inning as well. Game number 2 on your Sunday of softball. Here's the guarantee: you won't play any more than 2. There's not an if game. It's just an if. And the winner of this one will take on St. John's River in Palatka the 9th and 10th of May. That is ground to second. Hopping up after fielding is Cochran and gets Tillman. One out for Tanner Dukes. Kaylee King moving to the on-deck circle. Central Alabama has already had in 2 innings more hits than they had in the prior game in its entirety. Two and 0 on Dukes. Kaylee King on deck. Dukes in the prior game 2 for 2 and scored a run. But on the other hand, I mentioned that Central Alabama 4 hits in the first game, 5 already in this one. As that is shot off the mid of a diving shortstop Mills into center field, and Duke's on. But for Bishop State, that is only hit number 2 as compared to the first game in which they had 15 hits in 5 innings. Kaylee King with a runner on. Emma Wilson on deck. Caden Tarvin, 135 and 2/3 innings this year. A record of 17-4. Most of those as a starter. Only had 2 relief appearances. 12 complete games. 168 hits given up, 96 runs, 74 earned, 47 walks, 74 strikeouts. Allowed 3 home runs, and the ERA at 3.82. Strikeout of King. That'll be the first Tarvin King. And there's 2 outs for Emma Wilson. Mallory Roth moving to the on-deck circle. On the outside part of the plate, Spear, Tucker, and Cochran in the third for the Trojans. Oh, 1 pitch to Wilson, swung on and missed. 0-2. Wilson hitting .258. 9 strikeouts on the year. 0-2 pitch. And there is K, number 2. They come back to back, out number 3 in the bottom of the second. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Krabs got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Morgan Spears starts it off as we get the top of the third underway, and she launches one into left field. It will roll all the way to the fence, and Spear will run all the way to second. Leadoff double with Grayson Tucker coming to the plate. Next week, field with baseball and softball. For us, baseball starts on Monday in Georgia, the GCAA Baseball Championships, which run through Thursday. And then on Thursday here, D1 Softball Championships that will run maybe into Sunday. Also over the weekend, D1 Baseball gets underway in Oxford, and this weekend it is the South District Championship at Troy University. Wallace Dothan representing Region 22, trying to gain a berth into the D2 World Series. And we'll play a best 2 out of 3 series with a game a day at Troy University starting Friday. On the outside part of the plate to Tucker. Tucker struck out in the first, back to the plate in the third. Got a runner on in second. Tucker, a 287 hitter. Strikes out for the second time in the game. And that will become the 4th McCleary strikeout. Brooklyn Cochran, who popped out the short next. 0 for 1 in the game. Morgan Phillips on deck. Bottom of the order and the bottom of the third for Bishop State. Outside to Cochran. Two-0 pitch. Out of the zone. And the count runs to 3-0. McCleary's pitch down the middle. McCleary has walked 1, put Wells on in the first. Couple of strikes on Cochran. Recapping all the way back to Thursday, Bevel State beats Enterprise State. MMI over Wallace Dothan. Then Central Alabama beats Bevel State. And Bishop State over MMI. Friday, Bevel State knocks off Wallace Dothan. Enterprise State defeats Marion Military. Central Alabama over Bishop State. And Enterprise State knocking off Bevel State. Yesterday's only game saw Bishop State win, get to today. High pitch, Cochran becoming the second McCleary walk. And then by now, you know that the opening game today won by Bishop State, forcing the if game. On the corner to Morgan Phillips, 1 away and 2 on. Gracie Mills on deck. Showing punt, lays it down. McCleary fields, goes to first, gets the out. Runners move up, but move up with 2 gone. That'll bring Gracie Mills to the plate. A .316 hitting 9-hitter. With a couple of home runs and 21 RBIs. 31 home runs hit by this Central Alabama team. It goes right back to McCleary. She'll go to first. Trojans are retired without a run, but 2 are stranded. And their LOBs now at 6. And don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads. And if you would, subscribe to our YouTube channel. You would just make us plum tickle. Trying to get to 7,000. That is our newest goal, 7,000 subscribers. Okay, I concede when we get there. We're going to shoot for 8. It's never ending. But we'll take all we can get. Mallory Roth starting off the bottom of the third. Harmony Stafford. Jessica Farmer 2 up in the inning 2. That is shot towards right field, but it is right to Morgan Phillips. One out as we're back to the top of the order. Harmony Stafford to the plate. Top of the order will begin the top of the fourth for Central Alabama. Stafford 0 for 1 in the game. Ground out to third in the first. That was the first of 2 back-to-back 5-3s that came quickly. We had our first 2 outs in the bottom of the first very quickly. Little inside to Stafford. Tarvin retiring 3 in a row. King, Wilson, and Roth. And thus far in the game, that is the longest stretch for Tarvin. Retiring 3 straight. The most back-to-back-to-back for McCleary, 2. Strike 3, and Stafford will become the 3rd strikeout in 4 at-bats for Tarvin. And there's one away for Jessica Farmer. Farmer with a ground out to third in the first. First pitch into the zone, 0-1. Cameron Lawson on deck. Higdon, Allen, and Brewer in the fourth for Central Alabama. That is floated towards left field and in to make the catch. McKinley Allen. 3 go up, 3 go down, 5 straight. Retired by Tarvin. Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. Top of the order, top of the fourth, Kinsley Higdon starting it. McKinley Allen and Morgan Brewer 2 up 2. High and away with the pitch to Higdon, who was struck out and singled 1 for 2 in the game. And time asked for. Monica Meadows going out to chat with McCleary. A 3-run Central Alabama lead. 1 came in the first, 2 runs came in the second. And with McCleary delivering with a couple of pitches outside of the strike zone. Coach Meadows just out to make sure the focus was there. Entering the mid part of the ball game. 2-0 count on Higdon. She struck out in the first, singled in the second. Outside with a pitch. And the count runs to 3-0. That will miss 2, a leadoff walk to Higdon. And for McCleary, that is walk number 3. McKinley Allen to the plate. Allen with a single and a sacrifice. Here's a second visit to the pump, which mandates that a new pitcher comes in. The new pitcher and the McCleary numbers when we come back.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Emma Mooney, the new pitcher. Emma was the starting pitcher last night against Enterprise State and worked 5 2/3 innings, facing 29, no strikeouts, 3 walks, 7 hits, and 6 runs allowed. And comes in after McCleary walks Higdon to face McKinley Allen. Mooney on the season, 79 innings of work, 5 4, 3 complete games. 16 starts, 6 times as a reliever. 81 hits given up, 77 runs, 55 earned, 65 walks, 43 strikeouts, 5 home runs given up, and a 4.87 ERA. That is hit well towards left field. It is out of the park. Solo home run by McKinley Allen. "32nd home run of the year for the Central Alabama Trojans. And Central Alabama growing that lead to 5. And for McKinley Allen, 3 RBIs in the game. And we can close the books on Brianna McCleary. 3 innings of work, 29 faced, 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 hits, 4 runs. And for Emma Mooney, that is the 6th home run given up this year. One-two pitch, popped up, right side, very, very shallow right field. Onto the grass to make the catch is Kaylee King. And there's one gone for Cannon Wells. Wells with a walk and a strikeout. Wells walked in the first, struck out in the second. Back to the plate in the fourth. Bases cleared and 1 away. Morgan Spear on deck. That is floated towards short to make the catch. Stafford. 2 Trojans gone. Bottom of the fourth, Wildcats send Lawson, Weaver, and Tillman to the plate. On the inside part of the plate with a pitch to Lawson. Just a little bit low of the pitch. Morgan Spear singled in a run in the first, doubled in the third. 1 for 2 in the game. Trying to hold up on the swing, but couldn't. And a 2-strike count on the 5-hitter. Grayson Tucker would be next. Popped up. I think it will, and yes, it will get out of play. Emma Mooney checking into the ball game 4 at-bats ago. Gave up the home run, then got Brewer and Wells to fly out. Morgan Spear sending that again to the left side, but foul. Well, we are also handling the Gulf South Conference softball and baseball championships. Those productions available on Flow Sports. And I think the softball ends today. The baseball, I guess it might be Wednesday. That'll stay up high in a Spear. Here is the payoff pitch from Mooney. That is popped up left side onto the grass about 3 feet to make the catch as shortstop Harmony Stafford. So Mooney comes in, does her job after giving up the home run to Allen. It is a 5-run Trojan lead going to the home half of the fourth. One of these two teams headed to Palatka next week. Winner takes the biggest trophy in the ACCC Division II softball. And will play St. John's River. Cameron Lawson starts in Kaylee Weaver, Brooke Tillman in the Bishop State fourth. As we are creeping up on an hour into the game. Lawson with a single in the first. She has one of the two Bishop State base hits. The other was a Tenera Duke single in the second. Two-one pitch to Lawson. It's 2-2. Top of the inning, McKinley Allen with a two-run homer. And Central Alabama taking a 5-zip lead into the bottom of the fourth. Ground to third, fielded there by Wells, goes to first, and we'll get the out of Lawson. Mid part of the order in the top of the fifth for the Trojans, Tucker, Cochran, and Phillips. As the lefty Weaver steps in, drives it into left field. Goes the opposite way, third base hit of the game for Bishop State. And a runner aboard for Brooke Tillman. And we may get a runner for Weaver. Weaver on with one away, and indeed we do. So that is Sophia Hall running for Weaver. Brooke Tillman steps in. Low pitch to Tillman, who ground into the 4-3. She was the first out in the second inning. Tillman, a .294 hitter. On the inside part of the plate. 25 hits in 85 plate appearances. 6 of which were doubles. Too far inside with the pitch. Hall back over to first. Maybe a fleeting thought of going on to second. And probably a good idea. She stayed around first. Hickman got to it quickly. Count goes even at 2 on Tillman. Two offering. Then a shot in the direction of left field, but foul. Two pitch. Too high, too far outside. Payoff pitch, got the inside part of the plate, and out will go Tillman. Strikeout number 4 in the game for Tarvin. And it's got Tanner Dukes coming to the plate. She's got one of the 3 Bishop State base hits. They'll check swing, sends it foul. Kaylee King is on deck. Tucker, Cochran, and Phillips in the 5th for Central Alabama. Way upstairs with a pitch to Dukes. Ground to short, backhanded there by Mills. She'll go the quickest route to an out to second. 1 runner is stranded, 1 base hit, nobody scores. We played 4, and it's the Trojans by 5.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the 5th gets underway. Morgan Spear coming to the plate. I make that Grayson Tucker. Grayson Tucker has been to the plate twice prior, both times facing McCleary. This is the first time that she's faced Emma Mooney. Hoping for different results. Struck out swinging in the 1st, looking in the 3rd. Mooney's like, I don't mind making you a K, so let's see which thought prevails. Brooklyn Cochran, Morgan Phillips due up in the inning 2. Shot foul to the left side by Tucker. Tucker the 2nd out in the 1st inning, the 1st out in the 3rd. Again, hit to the left side, but again, foul. I mentioned the Major League Baseball scores. No NBA until about 5 o'clock tonight. 5 o'clock, Pacers and Cavaliers. 7:30, Warriors and Rockets in the NBA. We'll stay up. And the count goes 2-2 on Tucker. Two offering. It's a high fly ball left side coming in to make the catch is Emma Wilson. One out for Brooklyn Cochran. Cochran has popped out to short and walked. Morgan Phillips on deck. Bottom 3rd of the order and the bottom of the 5th for Bishop State. Well, that was pretty close to Michelle Ivy sitting down on a picnic table, but she didn't budge. She's focused on the game at the moment. Butt laid down. Mooney kind of broke towards the left side of the plate while Cochran rolled it towards the right side. Able to get on with a bunt single with one away. Mooney just couldn't get the momentum shifted back over towards the first base side. And Morgan Phillips will come to the plate with a base runner on. Phillips a single and a sacrifice. Gracie Mills on deck. Skies a little cloudier than they were earlier in the day. We sure don't need anything like Hufford was telling me in the Gulf South Conference tournament, where at 12:30 at night the game was called with 2 outs. Roll to Mooney. Mooney will go to first. Sacrifice has got Cochran to second, but with 2 gone. Gracie Mills, the 9-hitter, to the plate. But in Mills, you've got a .316 hitting 9-hitter with a couple of home runs and 21 RBIs. Interesting that this left-hander is played with the outfield shifting left versus right. There is a lot of green grass in right field between Lawson and the foul line. And that is exactly where it'll be poked by Gracie Mills. Cochran will come in to score. Mills on her way to third, and she will be there with a feet-first slide. Well, Mills, the left-hander, play me with a shift to the left. And took advantage of all of that green grass in right field. That is her first triple of the year. Drives in Cochran, makes it a 6-zip game. And we are back to the top of the order. Kingsley Higdon. A strikeout, a single, and a walk. Two runs have scored by Higdon. Kenley Allen to the on-deck circle. That is the second run given up by Mooney. The other 4 Trojan runs were by McCleary. Ground to short. It is dropped. Safe at first is Higdon. In to score Mills. It'll be an E6. Stafford with a mishandle. And for Stafford, that is error number 35 on the year. Head coach Monica Meadows now out to talk to Mooney. as the Trojans lead it by a touchdown and an extra point kick. McKinley Allen to the on-deck circle. King, Wilson, and Roth in the bottom part of the fifth. And it looks like that's going to be it for Mooney. A third Wildcat pitcher coming in 60.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Inside pitch, allowing Higdon to take second. The new pitcher is still an Emma, but not Emma Mooney. It is Emma Gilmore. Gilmore was the starting pitcher in the win that got Bishop State to this IF game. And they have called on Emma Gilmore. After Emma Mooney faced a total of 8 in an inning and 2/3 work. On the outside part of the plate to McKinley Allen. And in that 1 inning and 2/3, no strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits given up. And at the moment, 3 runs allowed by Mooney. Gilmore trying to get that last out in the top of the 5th. That is a slow grounder, but off the foot of Allen foul. Allen singled in the first, sacrificed in the second, homered in the 4th. Morgan Brewer on deck. Outside with a pitch and a walk given to Allen. So Emma Gilmore comes in relief of Emma Mooney and walks the first she faces. Popped up, but it will get out of play to the left side. And we'll go back to the screen, and the runners will advance. Higdon to third and Allen to second. Still 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Brewer. Got hit by a pitch in the first, singled in the second. Flew out to second in the 4th. Has an RBI to her credit. and has stolen a base as well. She'll get away from the pitch. Looked for a moment as though it might hit her, but she turned away. That would have been a dead ball to put her on. Instead, it allows Higdon to advance from third. And we can close the books on Mooney as that is delivered into right field. Base hit, Allen in. Brewer delivering with an RBI single. Cannon Wells to the plate. That is Brewer's second RBI of the game. So McCleary in 3 innings of work allows 4 runs. Mooney in an inning and 2/3, allowing 4. Gilmore has allowed 1. Cannon Wells stepping in. And we'll foul it off. Wells has walked, struck out, and popped out. It has been a 3-hit inning. And all 4 runs plating with 2 gone. Fouled off for the screen by Wells. Outside with a pitch to Wells. Wells walked in the first, struck out in the second, popped out to short in the fourth. One ball, couple of strikes. Popped up on the infield at short. Stafford will get it. 8 go to the plate, 4 come in, 1 is stranded, and 3 go down as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Bottom of the order, bottom of the 5th. King, Wilson, and Roth. 7, 8, and 9 in the Bishop State order. Rolled to short. Mills has got it. Bad throw to first, and on. Compliments of the error is King. Had an E6 in the top of the 5th. We get an E6 in the bottom part. Emma Wilson coming to the plate. Mallory Roth is on deck. And if you were thinking Bishop State needs a couple of runs to get the ball game to the 6th, Well, they don't have to. I mean, they'd like a couple. They'd like more than a couple. But in this one, the mercy rule is out. Isn't a factor. We go 7. Count even at 1 on Wilson. Low inside pitch. Which means no matter what happens in the bottom of the 5th, it'll be Spear, Tucker, and Cochran in the 6th for Central Alabama. Shot over towards right, but foul. A lot of changes over the just about a decade of coming here to Veterans Park in Alabaster, Alabama. One hop to third. Wells has got it, goes to first, gets the out. Wilson out and King at second. But I guess the constant is the Parks and Recreation Director. Tim Ham's been the guy here better than a decade now. But we went from natural to artificial. Outfield, new fences. Beyond the fence in the outfield used to be trees. Trees down. And one of those higher fences, kind of like on a golf range. And they've got the high fence or netting. That's what you've got beyond center field with a playground now for the children beyond center, which may have been there all along, but it's been new and improved. Lacey Riley, the pinch hitter for Mallory Roth. Riley hitting .320, a home run, 17 RBIs, 4 walks, 9 strikeouts, 4 doubles, 16 hits, and 50 plate appearances. Ground foul by Riley. And entering into the complex, totally different than a decade ago. Now you got the soccer fields to your right. A last-minute decision to swing, and Riley pokes it into left field. King will come in to score an RBI pinch hit single for Riley, and Bishop State is on the board. You can almost read the body language of Riley, saying, oops, maybe I shouldn't let that one go by. Last-minute swing and perfect placement. Back into the game, Roth for Riley. Top of the order, Harmony Stafford sitting that one foul to the left. Jessica Farmer on deck. Spear, Tucker, and Cochran in the 6th for Central Alabama. That is popped up towards center. Morgan Brewer with a catch, and Stafford is out, number 2. Jessica Farmer next, 0 for 2 in the game. Couple of Well, actually, one ground out, one fly out. A ground out to third in the first. And a fly out to left in the third. Cameron Lawson to the on-deck circle. That is a foul ball towards third. A hit, an error, and a run in the bottom of the fifth for Bishop State. A little bit inside with a pitch to Farrar. Cameron Lawson on deck. Bishop State now with 4 hits in the game. And a shot into left field, base hit. Second hit of the inning, first multi-hit inning for Bishop State. And Farrar at first with Roth at second. Cameron Lawson 1 for 2. That is a high fly ball left field. Will it stay inside the foul pole? It will, but it won't stay inside the park. Wait a minute. Official says nope. It was on the opposite side. Man, from my vantage point, looked like it did. But for the guys who've got a better view, it didn't. And Lawson back to the plate. Well, it looked like Lawson had her 9th home run of the year. But instead, just a tad outside. One hop to short. And the little flip over to second. Lawson grounding into the 6-4. We are through 5, and after 5, it's a 9-1 Central Alabama lead. Mid part of the order in the top of the 6 for Central Alabama. Spear, followed by Tucker and Cochran. Morgan Spear with a single, a double, and a flyout. 2 for 3 as an RBI. Bishop State getting on the board in the bottom of the 5th. That is ground back to Gilmore. She'll go to first. And there is one away. Grayson Tucker 0 for 3 in the game. And Tucker is going to get a replacement at the plate. This is Aaliyah Rye. Rye, a 200 hitter. 9 RBIs, 14 walks, 11 strikeouts. 2 doubles.
For Central Alabama, number 20,
14 hits and 70 plate appearances. Rye appearing in 33 games this year for the Trojans. Steps in for Tucker. And takes a pitch outside from Emma Gilmore. Gilmore facing 3 in the 5th in relief of Mooney. And this is her 2nd in the 6th. Brooklyn Cochran on deck. A little bit high, 2-0. And that's going to hit her down to first. She will trot as a hit batsman. So Ryan, Brooklyn Cochran coming to the plate. ACCC Division II Softball Championship, the Division II Baseball title. About a week ago. As a matter of fact, exactly a week ago. Won by Wallace Dothan. Brooklyn Cochran sends it back to Gilmore, goes to second with the throw, a little wide with the throw, but able to hang on is Stafford to get the out. Does not get the double play though. Cochran on at first. Morgan Phillips next. On the outside part of the plate to Phillips. Phillips with a single and a couple of sacrifices. Sacrificed in the 3rd and 5th. Singled in the 2nd. And came in and scored a run. Gracie Mills on deck. Down to first with a throw. Able to get back safely is Cochran. Strike 2 on Phillips. Weaver, Tillman, and Dukes. 4, 5, and 6 in the Bishop State lineup. Headed to the plate when we get to the bottom of the 6th. On the outside part of the plate and out will go Phillips. Gilmore picking up her first strikeout. It is the 5th for Bishop State pitching. Don't forget to follow us, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Threads. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we will thank you in advance as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Kaylee Weaver will start it. Brooke Tillman and Tanner Dukes due up in the inning 2. Popped up to second. Cochran with a catch, and there's one away. If Bishop State had their ruthers, they'd rather not wait till the bottom of the 7th to try to plate all the runs to come from behind. If Central Alabama had their ruthers, then rather they would wait. And then, of course, in the bottom of the 7th, they want to keep the Wildcats off the board and win the title. Into the strike zone it goes to Brooke Tillman. Even count at 1. Tillman 0 for 2. Ground out to second, struck out. Innings 2 and 4. Back to the plate in the 6th. Three and 1 the count. That is fouled away. Tarvin yet to issue a walk. Has the count full with the payoff coming to Tillman. Bottom of the order starts the top of the 7th for the Trojans. High and away and a walk given to Tillman with 1 away. And Tarvin will extend her first walk of the game on her 24th faced. Tanner Dukes 1 for 2 in the game. Kaylee King on deck. That will get off the screen, the backstop. Field 5 here at Veterans Park, Alabaster, Alabama. And I think everything exactly the same for D1 next week, using fields 2 and 5. And when we narrow into a single field, it'll be on 5. Two one pitch, little check swing, and the count goes even. Dukes with a single in the 2nd, ground out to short in the 4th. On the year hitting .299, 8 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs. That is hit well towards left field, but it is foul. Eight Wildcats with triple-digit plate appearances. Duke's one of them. 117 plate appearances. $19 walks, 8 strikeouts. Count is full on Dukes. Here is another payoff pitch. And it is high and away. Back-to-back walks. Have a couple of Wildcats on. So Tarvin doesn't walk anybody for 23 at-bats. But the 24th and 25th faced are both on compliments of the free pass. That'll be popped up to short for out number 2. Kaylee King with a fly out and Emma Wilson next. Wilson is struck out and ground out. On the inside part of the plate, 0-2 on Wilson. She struck out in the second, ground out to third in the 5th. Strike 3 on the inside part of the plate, and Wilson started the walk to the dugout before Blue said it was a strike. Knew it was in the zone. 2 runners are stranded. We go to the 7th. Central Alabama by 8.
Just about all White Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Perhaps got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
Top of the 7th, bottom of the order starts at Gracie Mills. She is 1 for 2 with a triple, an RBI, and a run scored. And hit by the pitch is Mills. She will go down to first. Kingsley Higdon coming to the plate. And coach coming out to check on his 9-hitter. Mills going, I'm okay. Coach says, take a trot. Just, prove to me. They fist bump. She'll stay at first, and back to the dugout goes coach. A runner on as we get back to the top of the order. Kingsley Higdon has struck out, singled, walked, and reached on an error. Innings 1, 2, 4, and 5. That'll go to the screen, and Mills to second. Bottom of the order, we'll start the bottom of the 7th for Bishop State. Into the strike zone to Higdon. McKinley Allen is on deck. On the outside part of the plate with a pitch. Gilmore's offering just a bit outside. Kind of a role reversal from the first game to this one. Ground to short, Stafford to first. Gets the out of Higdon. While Mills will go to third. And that's going to do it for Gilmore. We will get our fourth pitcher of the game in 60.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back for 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Gabrielle Perry, the new pitcher, and Allen will fly out to center field on her very first pitch, but it drives in Gracie Mills from third and makes it a 10-1 lead. Gabrielle Perry, 19 innings worked this year. 1-1, 26 hits given up, 16 runs, 11 earned. 10 walks, 4 strikeouts. Allowed a single home run, had a 4.05 ERA. On the outside part of the plate to Morgan Brewer. Emma Gilmore facing 9 in her time on the hill. That is hit to right field and will pound off the wall for Morgan Brewer. Pulling into second with a double. Lawson not able to get to it. Brewer will take second. Cannon Wells coming to the plate. And you got a hit batsman in Wells. So a couple of runners on for Morgan Spear. Emma Gilmore faced those 9 in an inning and 2/3. Struck out 1, walked 1. Hit 1, or actually, yeah, hit 1. Gave up a total of 1 base hit. And allowed a couple of runs. and hands it over to Perry. Popped up by Morgan Spear to second. And there the catch made by King. An additional run in. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Bishop State hoping for the miraculous. Central Alabama looking for 3 outs well before 9 runs. Charlie Vinson pitch hitting in the spot where Mallory Roth got the start the 9 hole, but she actually only gets 1 plate appearance. It came in the 3rd when she flew out to right. Riley came in and pinch hit in the 5th. Now Vinson in the 7th, and you got a strikeout of Vinson for out number 1. Bishop State trying to pull off the improbable. Not the impossible, but got a rally with 1 out, 9 runs down. Top of the order, Harmony Stafford to the plate. Stafford 0 for 3 in the game. Jessica Farrer is on deck. Stafford is ground out, struck out, and popped out. And it's a 2-strike count on Stafford. 182 plate appearances. Bishop State forcing the if game. Central Alabama trying to win the title. Stafford ground into a 5-3 in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd, popped out to center field in the 5th. That is a foul ball towards 3rd. We will stay here for the post-game ceremony. All-tournament team MVP, runner-up, and championship trophies handed out. That is popped up. Shallow left. In to make the catch is McKinley Allen. And the Trojans are an out away from winning the Division II ACCC softball title and earn a trip to Palatka. Taking on St. John's River. Won't happen yet, though. Farrer delivering with a 2-out single, her second hit of the game. Cameron Lawson next, 1 for 3. Low inside pitch to Lawson. Kaylee Weaver on deck. Count goes even at 1. One ball, 1 strike, 2 gone, 1 on. Lawson sending that one towards right field. That will drop in as a base hit. Over to get it near the foul line is Phillips. On her way to third, Farrer. And Lawson on at first. Back-to-back 2-out singles. Bringing Kaylee Weaver to the plate. Weaver 1 for 3. Drives it to second. Fielded by Cochran. Goes to short, and the ball game is over. Trojans winning the ACCC Division II championship. It went to the if game. Bishop State ending a 34-game win streak. But it has ended with the Trojans victorious, taking a trip to the district and to Palatka next week, taking on St. John's River. There are your final numbers: 6 hits, 1 error committed, 10 left on by Central Alabama. Check that. By Bishop State, 6 hits, an error, and a total of 9 left on. And they will finish with a single run, which came in the 5th. Central Alabama finishes with 11 hits, 1 error, 10 stranded, and the runs divvied up this way: 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the 4th, 4 in the 5th, and a run in the 7th. And there you have it, a 10-1 win, Central Alabama. Well, they brought out the table. They're going to be handing out some hardware. And we're going to come back for that here on JockJive.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Well, there is the commissioner of the ACCC, Dean Myrick, and right now they are compiling the numbers to be able to put together the all-tournament team. Trojans have won, and they will advance to St. John's River and take on to Palatka to take on St. John's River. And here in just a moment, we're going to have all kinds of hardware to give out.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Pratt's got it. Long throw over, and he got it.
I think we're ready for postgame. Let's turn it over to our PA guy and hand out some hardware.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Alabama Community College Conference and Commissioner Dean Myrick, we congratulate all teams, coaches, and student athletes on a great 2025 season and tournament. A lot of hard work, time, and effort by all enabled help us crown a champion today. We sincerely thank the City of Alabaster, Tim Ham, Morgan Lawley, staff, and the volunteers for serving as gracious hosts and providing a great environment for our teams and fans. Let's give everyone a round of applause. We now present the members of the all-tournament team. From Bishop State, Jesse Farr. From Bishop State, Emma Gilmore. From Bishop State, Kaylee Weaver. From Central Alabama, Gracie Mills. From Central Alabama, Kinsley Hayden. From Central Alabama, McKinley Allen. The tournament most valuable player is awarded to Caden Harmon, Central Alabama. At this time, we'd like to recognize the Wildcat from Bishop State under 2025 ACCC runner-up finish and a great season. Now we present the 2025 ACCC Championship Trophy to the Trojans of Central Alabama.
Well, there you have it. The conclusion of the post-game ceremonies is the Trojans are named the ACCC Division II softball champions. 9th and 10th of May, they'll travel to Palatka to take on St. John's River for the district championship in the hopes of going to Oxford, Alabama and playing in the D2 Nationals. Thanks so much to the city of Alabaster for the opportunity to be here for the ACCC. Thank you so much. And for all of you watching, we appreciate you being on the other end of another great and championship broadcast. Compliments of the ACCC. We will see you next week. Tomorrow I'm in Tifton, Georgia. GCA baseball gets underway. By the way, David Haney's still on the call in Bay Minette this afternoon, Gadsden State and Coastal Alabama South baseball. If you want to check that out, next week we're back here for D1 softball and in Oxford for D1 baseball. Also next week we'll go to Troy University for South District Division II baseball. And it's all right here on JJ. Thanks for watching. For all of us, I'm Robert Williamson. So long, everybody.